God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I realized today that I haven't made a video blog in quite a while. I've been super busy. I know that's just an excuse I need to stop using, and I need to get my thoughts back out there. You know, getting out here and getting my feet on the pavements of life and getting that positive vibe and energy from the universe, which is what guides me and I thrive on each day. I got a lot to get out, so please bear with me. I'll try to make it as short and as sweet as possible. I had the blessing to be able to spend some very quality time with my best friend Courtney this past week, and she's written a book, and she hasn't published it yet. It's still in the editing phase of it, but I was privied and had the distinct honor of being able to read it. And it really opened my eyes, not only to her amazing story of her life, but also to a lot of things in my life that, you know, that is very similar, and it just has made me think, you know. You know, our life is so short, and we take so many things for granted. I'm trying so very, very hard to live in the moment each day, and to not future trip, and to not worry about yesterday, and, you know, things that have happened in my past. The most amazing thing that I came away from after reading her book was, I was like, wow. You know, it's the ups and downs of life, and you know, it's her story, but I mean, it can be so many other people. You know, it can be anybody, any of us. You know, she's like me, she's in recovery. And being in recovery in itself, it's a daily struggle to get past the urges, the desires, the little voice in your head that makes you believe that you're in control when actually you're not. The universe and God has all the control. I'm coming up about 11 days on 18 months of sobriety. And my recovery is really rolling along. Although I haven't put it as my number one priority like I had it when I first started. And it's not that I take it for granted, because I never want to take it for granted, because it'll jump back up and bite me. But I've got a lot of irons in the fire right now. I've got a lot of opportunity coming up in the next 60, 90 days to make some very important changes in my life. Just have to make sure that I got all of the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and the exclamation point at the end. You know, I used to make a video every day. And I had a former friend kind of steal my thunder. I let him get in my head and walk around and stomp around on some things. I've moved past that. You know, my prayer and meditation that I do each day is very key to keeping me focused and keeping me grounded and keeping me on my path to what I want out of this life. You know, I was married. I've been married twice, you know. They both started very, very good, but they ended very tragically. And I had a lot to do with it. And I swore after my second divorce that I'd never, ever get married again. I don't even want a relationship. But now I find myself wanting to be loved again. I find myself wanting that partner, that mate, someone to come home to each night, someone to share my thoughts, my views, someone who gets me, someone who understands me, and someone who can love me for me. I mean, isn't that what we really want out of life? Love, happiness, peace, joy, serenity. You know, a good friend of mine told me years ago that happiness was a state of mind that we all have to create our own. We can't look to others for our happiness. They can provide a temporary relief, but you have to be happy with yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta know who you are. I'm at peace with myself, and I love the kin I have become. You know, I dedicate myself to trying to be the best role model I can for my daughter. I dedicate myself to trying to be the best kin I can be. The Serenity Prayer saves me every day. So I hope all of you have a glorious day. Peace and love to you all. Peace and love.